welcome. Another night grind as I drive home. Pokemon Go. Just making sure I'm all set up. Is the sound working? Make sure I'm live. Yep, it looks like that is. Hello, hello. Okay. Organize myself a touch. Time. Let's see if that's working. Nope, we don't have Nightbot yet. That's fine. I have a feeling this is not public. Let me see something here. I forget if I can do that. Let's see. I don't know if I can. Hang on. Hey, Mateo. Hey, guys. Thanks for popping in. It wasn't public before I started a few minutes ago. I'm like, why is no one popping in? Let's see here. Hang on a second, guys. I'm just having a little bit of fight with YouTube. I know it's working on this side, but I'm trying to get the chat so I can read it better, and it's not cooperating at this moment. So this might help me a little bit. No, Raj went home, Mateo. Raj and I were hanging out, and I decided to stream after he went home. I told him I was streaming, but that's my point. I said it wasn't then. Hey, BG, are you going to be hanging out for a while? Hey, Riley, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Appreciate the subscribing before. I'm literally at the same place that I dropped Raj off at. So BG, when you're in here and as a mod, make sure that you are not, if you check the message filter, there's top messages and then there's all messages. Please make sure. So, yep, Nightbot finally woke up. So I just want to check something. I started this uptime thing. I'm trying to see if it's working. Let's see how long it's uptime for. It might not be correct. The rank command works in here, guys, and so does the counters command. Should be working. It doesn't seem like it wants to do that. Let's do this. Exclamation point start. See if this is working. Shouldn't get any response from that, but that's all I care about. I'm going to delete those two now. You don't do Mega, you just do rank Lucario. And the Megas are not going to show up as anything. And that's because it doesn't... It'll show you, yes, it'll show you Lucario ranking in different leagues. So if you just do rank Lucario, and you don't have to type out all Lucario, you can do LUC. I don't know why Nightbot didn't respond to you. It could still be waking up, even though it's posting stuff. Let's see if it does it. Let's see, it's kind of slow right now. Let me try it myself. Stand by, rank, Lucario. There are a few Megas that change typings. Yes, they change typings correct when they're there. So I don't know if the rank command takes, the rank command won't take that into an account because that doesn't matter. It's the counters command. Yeah, Nightbot is still waking up. So let's give it a few minutes. I am going to start driving home slowly. If I drove straight home from Roger's house without stopping, it would take me about 20 minutes. Well, not Roger's house, where I am right now. So it's going to take me a little more than that. I also want to get some more research. I don't have a lot of the research here, so let me start driving home, and I'm going to take my sweet time with research. All right, I bet you there's some nearby here. I'm going to put the GPS to where I know there's some types of research. Yeah, let's give it a few minutes, Mateo. I don't know what's going on. Yep, it was pretty nice there today. It's nice over here also. I wasn't out for very long, but the fact that Roger and I were able to walk at all was nice. Yep, sound is working. All right. Do I have Steam sounds on? I think I've had them on. Yep, that's good. So the counter command worked? I don't know. Try rank again. It's should be working. I don't think I messed that one up. What's up, Cookie? Thanks for popping in. think it should be working. I'm not going to be able to check into it now, but it definitely should be. I'm already in 3 of these, I think. I can't enter anymore. I got some friends in here already. I need to catch a few more Pokemon. I don't care about the catch 5. Nice cookie. Let me turn Rend on and Incense. 30 minutes. That's at least how long I'll be driving for. I know I'm taking my time. Move over, let the car behind me pass. Hey Aaron, thanks for popping in. You got a shiny Joltik today, nice. And a shiny Chansey, that's an awesome day. Anytime you got 2 shinies in a day, that is definitely a good day. Congratulations. He's shiny. Come on, I need a shiny one. Can't believe Ace got this right away. Full odds, he got it right away. That's crazy. There's a car behind me. I want them to pass. Get past me. Go past. You can go past. You can make it very good. Good job, car. Take care, Cookie. Have a good evening. Or I guess I'll chat you a little bit. You know about my new hundo term? Named it after you because you're ticking. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, BG. I got my my best. I got my 96. Whatchamacallit named after you? My 96 Kirim. It's named after you. BG 84%. I still don't have a shiny Phanpy. I can't believe that. I'm not shiny checking something that can't be shiny, that's no. Alright, there's some research over here I want to get. You know what, let's make sure you haven't seen a new, oh, you've seen a new place. Man, I'm going to switch you up then. Don't spin, thank you. Let's switch you up. Let's switch you up. We'll come back to you in a minute. Buddy 4 we're going to do. Nope, not 3, 4. Fingers are failing me. Sorry guys, hang on a sec. Let's get you on the board here. Call one of your Pokemon's Potato. Why Potato? Any particular reason? Hey, Shiny Hunter, how you doing? Give me a second. Now that I got a new thing, you're on the board. Well, good. I always like to not waste a new spot. That's a catch 15. Good. What's this? Oh, that's you. That's the wrong thing. I know you're yelling at me. You can chill out, bro. Chill out. You know what's a potato? I would say a Yamper would be a potato. Yamper's kind of like a potato, so let's do that. That's a good idea. I bet you I have a hundo. I have a Nundo Yamper. That's perfect. Nundo Yamper is going to become a potato. How about we call it Nundo Potot? There we go. Next 5 start. I don't know what you mean, Shiny Hunter. I'm saving up my profits for quests leading up to level 80. Nice. You can keep earning them. Don't forget about that. I'm going to check these, and then I'm going to head out of here. Hang on a sec. Well, I appreciate if everyone in here could give a double tap and a like. I see that there's 10 people watching, and we've got 11 likes. Keep working on them. I really appreciate it. If you guys just, I'm not taking any raids, any friends right now unless there's a need for it. So if anyone wants to be my friend, I'm only looking for friends to help you finish up a research. I don't have any raids going on. It's 11 p.m. at night for me, so there's nothing I could do there. So I mean, Yamper is definitely going to be shiny. I mean, every Pokemon that's available to be shiny will be available in the game shiny eventually. So as far as I know, that happens. It's usually during the tours that the last pieces of it come on. So I don't know what's going on with that rank command. It's going super slow right now. I'll have to check it out. I don't know why rank isn't working. I always check these. Let's see, is this a 15? And get out of here. I want to battle you. Catch 5. Nope, not that one. I'm going to pull over for a moment, just so I can look at the map and see where else I should go. Yeah, Galar Tour, every tour happens. There's no doubt about it. Every tour happens. Look at this, a wild hyena. These are wild hyenas. Yeah, they will happen eventually. That much I agree with. I keep forgetting to order a screen protector for my phone, man. Okay. Oh, I want you. One of your Pokemon's named Duke. Is that like named after like Marmaduke? Is it named after Duke the college? Why Duke? What's the Duke for? Guys, if you guys get any glitches, more than like one glitch, let me know, please, because I'm running it a little bit slower. I'm not running it in a way that makes it so that it's what's the word I'm looking for? I'm running it in a way that makes it so that I can hopefully get a little more stable stream, but it makes it a little bit slower for the chat. So that's what it is. What will happen when there's no more regions to make up? They're already, they're already working on the next region, so I'm not that concerned about that happening. Hang on a second, guys. I'm a little bit lost. And my chat phone is certainly acting up today. I bookmarked the wrong thing. Let's try this again. Okay. It's because your dog's named Duke. So which Pokemon did you name Duke, Mateo? Did you already have dinner? It is 11 p.m. at night for me. I live about 30 minutes outside of New York City, and I'm in New Jersey, and so yep. Hey, Darmena, I don't speak any language but English and a little bit of bad Spanish, so I don't know what you're saying in there. So I'm sorry, but English only, please, if you don't mind. And ridiculously a little bit of French. I know how to say basically some bad words in a couple of the languages, and that's about it. And I won't be repeating any of those bad words. We're a family-friendly stream. Hey, Christian. There's more Megas that they need to release now. Yep. Oh, yeah. Definitely going to be more Megas coming out soon. Haxorus. Haxorus is Duke. Does Haxorus look like your Duke? Don't need any of you. I should be checking to see if anything is, whatchamacallit. But I'm just going to check the rat, and everything else is going to the trash. And you are too big. You're pie. I don't play ZA. But I have seen them. So far, the best Mega that I've seen in ZA is it's whatchamacallit. It's the one with the tank on it, the cannon on its head. Zygarde. Zygarde is just the fact that it's got a huge cannon in it, drags that thing around. Man, that thing is awesome. I mean, come on, can't get anything better than that. All right, let's check these. Come on. Come on. Did I spin yet? No. Catch 5. Don't want that. Got a car behind me. Nope, wrong one. Let's do this. Let's turn here. There we go. This is a long way home. Haxor's just called for you. That makes sense. This is a dead end, it said. Yes, it is. I am not going down here. Did I get catch 15? I did. All right. Let me turn around. Let me put in the GPS towards home. Because I would have thought that if you're naming after a dog, it would look more like a dog. But that's fine. I have a friend whose name is Shiny Shinx in the game, and one of my oldest friends. And she only got a Shinx. She's been playing since practically day one, and she just got a Shiny Shinx last year. I kept offering to trade her one. She never took me up on it. You'd think that she'd want to do it, but to each his own. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm not looking to add friends right now because I have no raids, but if somebody has a research where they need to add a friend or send a gift, I'll do it temporarily. No cost to anyone, just pop in, say hello, tell me your in-game name. Happy to help out. What is Shinx's shiny odds? My guess is it's not full odds, I don't think. It's probably 1 in 28, but I can double check. Let me start my GPS on my way home first. Hang on a second here. Search. Home. Go. And I want to avoid highways for now. There we go. Go. Which way do I go? I'm going straight. Okay. Let me check something. I'll let you know in just 1 second, Mateo. Chin Chow. Yep, it's showing as full odds. What do you think there will be in Pokemon Direct? I don't even know what Pokemon Direct is. I don't have a Switch. I don't play any of the games. Dark is actually my business partner. He does play the mainline games. He's not in here right now, but he does. So let me hear your guess. What do you think is going to be available in Pokemon Direct? Gen 10 leaks? Yeah, I don't know what they are. All right. You can go fly a kite, mister. Let's turn on spinning. Come on. I want to drive slower. There's a car behind me. Oh, that Ditto game looks cool. I remember seeing that Ditto game. I do like that game. That's the whole farm game. It's like Animal Crossing or something like that. I like that Ditto game. That one looks fun. I like Ditto a lot. Last year's tour was not, why am I saying Kalos? I went there last year. The region before Kalos. So it was Unova, that's right. It was an Unova tour. That was fun. I got a lot of nice Unova backgrounds. Ooh, be shiny. What's wrong with you? Why don't you like me today? I can't believe Ace got a full out shiny. That's crazy. Yep. My bottle caps, my silver bottle cap was part of an Unova tour. Enigma. So this is what I silver bottle capped. It was my first hundo, and Ashton got my Ashton who sent me a raid, and I got the second hundo for Karam. My first hundo for Karam was that one, and then I got a second one. What do you think there will be in part of Direct? I don't even know what Direct is, so I can't tell you. You know, is that the Ditto game? I don't know what game Direct is. That's what I'm having a hard time with. Hey Yash, I don't have any. If you're asking if I want to have an RSVP, if you want to send me one, I will do legendaries only. So 5-star raids I do remote. Anything else I don't remote. So send me a 5-star raid and I'll be happy to do that. What's up, Ashton? We got to figure out what we're trading. We went lucky. All right, let me continue on from here. So Chin Chow's full odds. No, I missed you. I don't want you. I want you. You. Let me pull over. Let the car pass behind me. I do have a bunch of Chin Chows already. Ooh, you would have been nice. What else is there? Yes, Yash, English, please. Somebody's walking across the road in 11 o'clock at night in pitch black and wearing dark clothes. Love that. Hey Yash, why do you want my ID? I'm happy to add people for a reason. So if you tell me the reason you want my ID, let me know. And if it's a reason that makes sense. Yeah, it also helps when you're nice to people and instead of just walking in and demanding. I definitely don't respond to that. So let me know what's going on and be nice about it, and then I'd be able to help you. I might be able to help you. I just don't add people randomly. I do add people for raids, but I've got no raids. I add people to help them with their research, but I don't need any research, so let me know. Hang on one second, guys. The roads are kind of shut off here, so I'm going to be a little slow. You want to invite me to a Genesec raid? Not right now. I don't want to do a Genesec at this moment. I didn't realize that you were asking me nicely for it. You like your 1,000th catch for Jirachi to be a shiny Pokemon, honed Pokemon. Yeah, it's always hard. It's worth working for that. So when you get close, my recommendation is to stop catching, have like 2 catches left, and that way you can use those. You? No, you're not shiny. So then you could use that to do that with. Hang on a second, Christian. I'll get back to you in just a moment. It's a longer explanation that I can read very quickly. I can't stop over here. I'm just trying to find a place I can pull over. Hang on, Christian. So the Pokemon Direct is a YouTube live stream the Pokemon channel posts every year to celebrate another year of Pokemon. To celebrate, it's about the future of the current popular game. Yeah, that does make sense. I mean, this is the 30th anniversary. Man, I keep going down a one-way street trying to turn to stop so I can catch up with the chat. So that's not good. Is this a one-way? Yeah, I don't want to go down a one-way to stop with the chat because then I'm going to get stuck there. I like you because you got extra dust. Give me a second, guys. Just going to find a place to pull over in just a moment. I see a good place to pull over to catch up with the chat. I like to do that. Why is everything a one-way over here? All right, I'm stopped at a light. So that's here. Hey, Ob792, welcome in. It's 11 p.m. for me tonight, right now, and so as you can see, there's no raids going on. There's nothing like that. I'm just kind of driving slowly home and talking with the chat and catching up with things and forgetting to put my eggs in. I love my eggs. I usually don't do eggs that much anymore, but an event that is eggs, I'm doing them all. You got the level 1 shiny Chinchou? Man, that's awesome. You like your level 1s there, Ashton. Turn here. Hey, Ashton, I don't know if you saw over in my Discord, I created a channel That's for just to post in dex order level 1 Pokemon. So if anyone has, so far the only thing that I've posted there so far is just the first one. So I want a dex order of every Pokemon in there, but level 1, and we'll skip over the ones that we can't get level 1. So for example, if there's a mythical that we're not going to be able to get a level 1 on, we'll skip over those, but we'll make a note. But in the meantime, we'll get a level 1. So yeah, so if you go in number order, so far I've put in a Bulbasaur, and which one? So this is the one that I put in there. I've got a Wundo. So this is my level 1 Wundo that I put in there. But I don't have a level 1 Vivasaur, as you can obviously see. I just have a Hundo. So somebody needs to put the level 1 Ivysaur in there. I need your you. Come on, let's get caught. Yes, level 1 index order. Yep. You'll see it there. There's a whole channel just dedicated to that. So far, you'll see my Bulbasaur in there. I figured everyone does like counting and stuff like that, but I wanted to make it challenging. I want to make it Pogo Tips challenging. Yeah, whenever I see those incubator packages, the 7,000 coin ones with 60% of incubators, that's what I do. Actually, I do have, hey, what's a Wundo? A Wundo is a Pokemon that's got 1 IV. Everyone knows what a Nundo, and everyone knows what a Hundo is. I don't say everybody, but most people know what a Nundo and a Hundo is. A Wundo is a Pokemon with 1 IV. And that's what I also save, among other things. So I'll show you my Wundo. I don't have many Wundos. So I've got 3. These are all Wundos. So here's this got, as you see, it's got 1 IV. This one's got 1 IV point. And this one also has 1 IV point. So just something else to do differently. You actually said that you had a good point. I do have some Reggies that are very low. Let's sort this by CP. Yeah, this might be a one. This might be a rank 1, a level 1. I'm going to check that right now. Let's see. Let's check and see if it's a level 1. Yep. So that's a level 1. So when we get down to this Regidrago, I have a level 1 Regidrago. It's probably the only one that I have. Yep, that's the only one that I have. Actually, let's do this. Let's do Candy KM20 shows you everything you have. This is Zelf. I don't think it's a level 1, but let's check it. Let's check that. Is it a level 1? Yes, it is. Nice. So I have 2 level 1 legendaries. Let's make sure I've saved these things so I don't accidentally transfer them. Nothing else. Your rarest level 1 is a shiny Dragonair. That's pretty awesome. I like those. You have a level 1 Registeel. Good. So we get to that one. That's awesome, BG. You'll do that. Ashton, I wasn't saving level 1s for a long time. Nice. Be a shiny one. Why don't you like me today? All right, let's get going. We have 6 minutes left on that. That's fine. Everyone here who's watching could double tap and give it a like. I really appreciate it. It helps the stream, it helps the channel grow quicker. By the way, shiny Shinx are always perma boosted. It's 1 in 64 always. So there's just more of them out for this event right here. Did you play Spotlight Hour? I played from home. I have a stop at home, and I did I did incense, and I lured the stop up, and I did that from home. Did you get anything good, Christian, during Spotlight Hour? We're not monetized yet, Obi. There is a link. If you go to our profile, you could make a donation there. I'd appreciate that if you do that. No one should feel obligated to it, but we've had a lot of people in the past ask for ways to donate, and that's what. So we just created that a few days ago. Chimeco is boosted candy. Boosted Stardust. So I catch all of those, and I probably need to. Oh, no, I got some space here. Still. We have a Discord, by the way. You can also go into our profile and check out the Discord, or you can exclamation point Discord. Double XP is now on, yes. We still need to finish up there, but the way you can check if double XP is on, if you come under high aptitude, you can see right there. So because I paid for the ticket, I get half distance, and then the Tier 1 Global Challenge is double there. So you can always check in there and see what's going on there. Doing on here. Let's empty out some stuff. Man, did I get my 50 coins today? People just knocked me out of that gym. I sure hope I did. I'm going to check that in a second. Did I get my 50 coins today? Yes, I did. That's what I care about. Hey, Mr. Lucky Friend. I went lucky with you yesterday and Ashton today. So you guys are some good powerhouses to go lucky with. I went the wrong way. So, Mr. Asian Pikachu's a local friend of mine. You have anything you're looking for in particular? You too, Ashton. You have anything you're looking for in particular? I have so many shiny Tynamos, I really don't even want to click on them anymore. I do like the noise that they make, though. Mr. Asian Pikachu, I just left EP, and I'm currently in FL. Mr. Asian Pikachu was in the car with me and Raj and another friend of ours, Alex, and in the raid day, and this past weekend, and I think he caught 10 shiny Kirums in the car with us, and 3 more after the car. Crazy luck. 13 of them total for the day. I got 2. I got one the night before, and then one the morning of, then the one during the day. That would have been a nice shiny. Excuse me 1 second, chat. I just gotta get to a spot where people aren't gonna be behind me. I don't like driving so fast while I'm checking the chat. Okay, I can pull over and let them pass now. Plus, there's lots of spawns coming up, I can see. Christian, you taking off? Oh, good night, Christian. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Hope you have a great evening. You only got 8. I know. Only 8. I like Gligar. I don't know why. The shiny is really cool. Shinx. I'm working on it. Thank you, Christian. Appreciate it. That's a school right there. And there's a little park beyond here. I'm going to drive a little faster. Ooh, you could be shiny. So I don't know about in other countries, but in the United States, schools are not allowed to have any Pokemon. They're not allowed to have any stops either. So that's why you won't see any Pokemon on that side of the road, but now you will on the other side. So let me slow down a touch though and get the stuff to spawn coming up. I think we're off the school grounds. Hey Snom, what's going on? Hey, let's see. Nag, I'm going to call you Nagi Nari. Something like that, Nag. I appreciate you trying to put your code in there. I don't know what you're trying to do. If you want to get added to my game, that is definitely not the way to do it. But I do add people who are nice and ask nicely and give me a good reason to add them. That's all I'm looking for. Is come in, say hello, treat me like you would treat any other stranger. And nobody's reminded me that I don't have any rent anymore. I'm going to fire everybody here on the channel. You guys, I thought were my friends, but not so much anymore. I'm kidding. But I like to have spatial rent going. I'm driving slow, looking for those shiny Pokemon. Let's see what's going on here. Skitty would be good. I actually still don't have one of the other cats, not Skitty. One of them I don't have is shiny. One of the cats. Yeah, Christian. I thought you were going to sleep, Christian. Hold on. I can go back in the chat and see. I don't see anyone in here. Post and rend. No one's saying it. Passenger Princess Luck. Yes, you got that. That was true, Mr. Agent Pikachu. I know, it's hard to say goodbye. I do the same thing. Do you know how many times that I've tried going to sleep and been like on people's streams and stuff like that? Too many times. Way too many times. Even worse, I sometimes blow off work a little bit here and there. So, Nagi, no more codes in chat. Next time you're going to get timed out. I'm not taking friends. If you come in and talk and treat me like a person and like you would treat any stranger, you always would walk in and meet a stranger for the first time and say to them hello and introduce yourself, then we can talk about it, why you're putting your code in chat. But that does not a good way to make friends over here, because you've been warned multiple times to doing that. So please don't do that. I don't need any Caterpie candy. I'm just here shiny checking. Inching along the roads, the side roads, definitely a smart way to go. I want to shiny check every Buffalot. I just got my first shiny Buffalot from, thanks BG, appreciate it. So Mr. Agent Pikachu just gave me my first shiny Buffalot, and it was lucky because we had the lucky trade set up. That worked out well. Anything here I want to check? I could use another shiny cutie fly. And I need the other color Flabébés. I still need a red Flabébé shiny. And I think I got the blue one now, so we're good there. But still need a red shiny Flabébé. What's this? You're not the color I want you to be, and you can't be shiny. Oh, cars coming up behind me. Moving over, let them by. And I'm shiny checking. Do I have any goals this year in the game? Yes. My number one goal is to get better at bag space management. It's really annoying. I have so many things that I want to trade, and I think that's what I need to start doing. If I could do my 100 trades a day, that would make a massive difference. I would get rid of so many things there. So that's my goal, is to do 100 trades per day. And I've not been good at it so far, but I actually been getting better at it. So didn't do many trades today, and I actually still have to do one of my special trades. So I don't know if I'm going to get to it today, but I might. What's up, Dark? Yeah, you can trade 102 Pokemon a day if you count in your shinies. Sorry, your special trades. 101 or 102 depends upon how many you have. So, guys, just to introduce people that don't know, Dark. Dark is one of my business partners. He and I both created Pogo Tips together. So, yes, all the mods are important here and very much appreciated for all the help, but Dark's the one that's in charge of everything that's going on there. Hey, Cookie, you're back. Welcome back. Good to see you back in here. Let's see. Dark, people were asking me what my goal was, and my goal is, as I said, was to get better at backspace management and get more trading. I still need a shiny Purloin. That's what I needed. I think it's Purloin. You took a geometry test today. Nice. Hope you did well. I like math. I'm a math guy. Yes, I'm a hoarder. I'm pretty close to full. I'm not full. So let's get rid of some of these. The problem is I have so many things I want to trade. Like everything else in here, I need the candy for. That's where I run into a problem, is I got to trade stuff. 98%, that's awesome. Shiny Purloin was your 100th shiny. Nice. I have no idea what my 100th shiny is. Actually, that reminds me, I'm getting kind of close to some stat. I forgot what it was. Hang on, let me go look at my, let's see, 185,000, was that it? I don't remember then. I'm jealous of you, Dark. You're saying bad things to me. But yes, I need to do that. If I did that right now, the stream would be so boring. We would get unsubscribers. I think Ashton would be the first one to unsubscribe if I just sat there and traded on stream. I am not an English guy. I'm an American, and I've got a terrible British accent. So I'm not even going to try any more than that. Well, that's about the only times that I have. So I was born in New York City, and I want this to be shiny. Nope, and I need to check that. Dark gets mad at me if I don't check all those things there. Go past me, car, so I can shiny check a bunch of other things here, hopefully. You meant English class. I don't know exactly what you mean by English class. I checked them. The Buffalant's not shiny. I know you say we catch all of these, and for you, in honor of you, I will do it. And I will do terrible throws catching them. 2 shakes. Nope. Get in the ball. Hey, Dark, I'm curious how you're doing on your egg hatches. Have you checked your egg hatches recently and see if you're doing any good? Because I'm still hatching some eggs. Let's see where I'm at. Nope, I gotta reload this one. And we spatial rend to check all the shiny bulbs. Let's get a shiny one here. I stopped after doing 100 trades after I hit the platinum, but the lucky Mon's task is returned. So you're working on the lucky dex or something like that? I don't do a shiny dex, I do a shiny lucky dex. The only time I keep a shiny if it's really good. Nice. Sounds good, Dark. I hope you got a shiny out of anything, did you? You did 40 trades where you got lucky. course not. Oh, they're the old eggs. So one of the tricks that a lot of people don't know is that if you trade something that's new, something that is less than a year old, with somebody else that's got something less than a year old, you have a 5% chance of becoming lucky. And then the way to get a higher percentage chance of getting lucky is to trade older stuff. So something that's over a year old, if one of the Pokemon is at least 1 year old, I should say 1 year old, then that has a 10% chance of becoming lucky. All the way up to any Pokemon that's over 3 year old, that is a 30% chance of becoming lucky. So, yep, I got you, Dark. Combi, I will try to catch you, especially the females. Yep, I caught that one. Good. Not a shiny Tadbulb. I do have some guaranteed luckies left. I think I've got 7 left, if I remember correctly. I could double check that number. But we got to talk about which ones they are, because I am saving some for when I go into Kalos, in case I run into some people with something that I want that I can trade them. So I don't have any legendaries left, shiny legendaries left that guarantee luckies. But I do have some costumes that are not shiny that I know some people want. I got to save at least one of those for Pocket John. Pocket John has, I've got one in here for Pocket John. Okay, you traded stuff from last year, so it's got to be. So you have to. It's got to be a full year old, BG. So if you do search for age, and then 1 year is 365 days, and there wasn't a leap year. That actually does matter. So if you did age 365 to 732, these are all Pokemon that are caught in at least a year. They're 1 year old. So you have to use that search string there. So age 365 to 732 will show you everything that you have that's at least a year old. Be shiny. Be shiny. Let's go. Come on. I'm going to take a break for a second. Sorry, guys. I'm going to drive a little faster while I open up some gifts. It's getting close to midnight for me, and I want to try to get lucky with some other people. So let me run through these gifts pretty quickly. I usually pin them, but I'm only pinning ones from other countries. Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. Sorry, guys, I can't watch chat for a moment. I'm just trying to drive a little bit faster. It's also not a good place for me to stop here. Oh, I was supposed to turn there. Sorry, guys, I'm going to, actually, let me pull over now and I can catch chat right over here. Hang on a second. All right, so I can catch up with chat now. All right, so let me catch up. So Dark, by the way, plays all the mainline games. Do you have a 2K egg that was from the start of the event to hatch Tadbulb? So yes, I've hatched a bunch already. And so you can see in here that that's got the Tadbulb in it. That little teeny speck. This is a Tadbulb to check. Why aren't you shiny? I like the Gulpin shiny, and it's not going to do it for me. All right. Thanks, Obi. Appreciate that. Yeah, everyone could like and subscribe. I mean, I've got 18 people watching. I'm happy to add people in. Cookie, what did you ask? Yep. Yeah. is there an increased hatching for toxels? I don't know if there's an increased chance of hatching them, but that's all there. Part of the 2K eggs, I think those are toxels, are they? Yep, they're toxels. I do have some shiny toxels. So, okay guys, I'm gonna continue driving, watching the road a little bit, so I'll be right back with you guys. I'd like to get home relatively soon. I still have 18 minutes if I don't stop to get home. So, excuse me guys for a moment, chat. Way too many red balls. So, Cookie, you can look at the eggs that you have. What's up, Clue? Thanks for popping in. So, Cookie, you can look at the eggs that you have and see what's available to them. So if you slide over and you tap on an egg, it shows you what's in the eggs. So all these eggs show you what's inside of them and what you can hatch. So you can always check that there. Like this egg here, I think I got from somebody, from a friend's gift. No, not that one. I guess I don't have any more of those, but I had the strange eggs, as they call them, there. Hey, Clue. What's up, Ty? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, if the eggs were not got after 10 a.m. your local time today, if they're 2K eggs, they won't have them there. I've seen eggs. I have friends who have eggs from like I'm talking about, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and they still have the same Pokemon in those eggs. So when you collect the eggs is when it matters. The Pokemon that are in there, those are the Pokemon that are going to be in there. The eggs don't change anything after that. All right. By the way, guys, if you want to get some help with any raids, Clue helps people get raids, remote raids. His channel is called Clue Here without an E, so Clue, it doesn't have an E in it. So make sure you guys go subscribe to Clue's channel, and he helps a lot of people with doing things with remote raids and stuff like that. So definitely go and help him. He's very nice about it also. So he doesn't mind adding people for those raids all the time. He does that. All right, light screen. I should probably not be sitting in the middle of the road. Hey, Elijah. Thanks for popping in. What's happening? There's not much happening for me. It's almost midnight my time. I live near New York City, about 30 minutes outside of New York City, and there's no raids. There's nothing interesting going on right now. Just figured I would do some talking in the chat on the way home and do some shiny checking and try to get a shiny Tadbulb. I'm going to let this car go past me. You can go. You can make it. Go ahead. Hang on 1 second, guys. Definitely help out Clue. I go in there frequently. Last night I had to help him fix some commands, and he's got the rank commands and the counter commands in there now. So I helped him get that all fixed up. So he's a good guy, likes helping out the community a lot. Can you get a shiny Karen White when you only have the shiny restaurant? So no, Elijah, you need to fuse it with a shiny. The shiny doesn't matter. So if you fuse a shiny Kyurem, you want to make sure you fuse it with the Reshiram. So if I come into here, I've got to fuse with the Reshiram, otherwise I won't get a white one. It doesn't matter if it's shiny, but you want to make sure that you fuse it with the Reshiram. If you don't fuse it with the Reshiram, you're not going to get a white. It's going to be black. So only a shiny, only the Kyurem shiny counts. For real, you're gonna go to sleep, Terminal. Don't forget to navigate. Thank you very much. You're doing the right thing, and yes, I have a minute left on there. Thank you. I will do that. You're awesome. See, look at that. I at least have one friend in here. I'm not banning everybody but Christian now. The rest of you guys can get banned. Nice cookie. Congratulations. Have a good night, Christian. So if only one shiny carom, I'm debating on black, shiny, or white. So, um, so Elijah, there's two different reasons. There's two different ones in there. Do you have an auto catcher, an auto spinner? Do you have something like that, Elijah? Because if you do, you're going to want to do the carom white. If you're catching mostly by hand, you're going to want to do the carom black. The carom black freezes the Pokemon. It makes it so they can't move anymore, and it makes it so that you can they're easier to catch. Thanks for popping in, Christian. Anytime. Appreciate you stopping here. So Dark is listen to what Dark is saying also. He says he likes white better because it's a better venture effect and it's a better ice attacker for raids. So yeah, I mean, one of the things that it does is it helps freeze the circle to make you get an excellent throw. It makes it a lot easier to get an excellent throw. Actually, let's do this. Did I interact with Pocket John? So Cookie, if you have an Android, there are apps for that can help you do that. But the problem is that they will get you banned because you're not allowed to do that. So you don't want to use any of those apps. There's apps even to help cheat you with walking distance and stuff like that. Again, they will get you banned. I personally know people who have been banned because of that. So it's not something you're going to want to do. So we don't cheat here. I don't mind giving advice on things like that, but we play 100% legit here. Literally driving around right now, stuff like that. So you got two shiny fusions. Yeah, nice. Dark, of course. Yep, that's why I farmed enough for both so I can get the dex entry. Nice. Yep, that's important to do. So which would you pick? So I would say to do white. And Ashton's saying that, and so is Dark. I personally like white better. And it's because I like the idea of an easier excellent throw. Hang on, guys. I'm in a little bit of part of the road that I can't look at the chat. And if anyone's asked me something, I haven't responded to it. Not now, but when I ask for it, please go ahead and go into chat, and you can repeat what you said there. So I'll ask for it in just a moment here. Hang on, guys. Friendship level. So there's a command called interactable that shows you people you have not interacted with. And then I sort by my top friends. I need to open up her gift. I'm going to get yelled at by her in just a moment. Let me pull over here. I can catch up with chat and talk to you guys. All right, so let me catch up with chat here first while I'm doing this. So Karen Black does have a good look to it. And you really can't go wrong by doing it in Karen Black. That's not like it's going to cause a big problem by doing it. Karen Black, it's just, if you're asking which is better, that's what, a lot of people here are saying that that's the one that's better. And you can also get traded a bad Reshiram. You don't have to have a good one because the stats doesn't matter at all. Cookie, you have an iPad. Hey, Cookie, I don't want to post the names to it, but I understand you have that. It is against the rules in Pokemon Go, and people have gotten banned for using those. It is able to, they check to see what apps you have on the phone or the tablet. They do check that. So you don't want to get yourself banned for doing that. You'll have to start all over again. So I highly recommend you don't do that. There's no hurry for playing the game, and what you could do is you can ask for people to, when you have a a birthday or Christmas or some other holiday that you celebrate. Um, so then that's something you can ask for to get an auto catcher. There's a ton of auto catchers on Amazon, um, so that's something to check. But yeah, they literally can scan your phone and see if you have that app on there. They do that. They have a list of apps that they scan people's phones for. Do that. They don't even like when people talk about it. So I highly recommend you avoid doing that. Yep. So part of getting between level 70 and 80, you have to walk a long distance. And I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, but people who use there's apps that you can use to load in like distance for you. And I know people who have done that, and literally the next day they got banned. And so it definitely happens. I know two people personally that's happened to. Yes, when you fuse Kirim and it starts with lucky, it'll stay lucky. When you fuse a Kirim that's shiny, it'll stay shiny. The only time that a fusion matters, which you're fusing the right ones together, is if you have ones with the backgrounds from the Innovator last year. And here, I'll show you. And background. So not the Los Angeles ones. It's going to be this one I'm saving for dark. So you see how that's got a background on there? Then that you want to fuse with a white background. There's a black background and white background. So then you want to fuse it with one. And when you fuse two of them together, this is what the background looks like. So if you get a Kirim and a Reshiram with the right backgrounds, or a Zekrom and the Kirim with the right backgrounds, that'll then get you this with they call this the dynamic background. Elegant, be shiny. No, thank you. Your level 44 cookie, that's awesome. Definitely something to keep working towards. Getting higher levels, it's fun. I personally like challenges in the game, and it's not a huge advantage to being level, level 40, level 50, level 60. There's some changes when you get to level 70 that changes things, but there's no hurry to get there. And to get to level 70, it does take a lot of time and experience, and you'll get better by then. So that's the way I look at it. Always keep going, grinding for those higher levels there. I don't think they're doing the Mewtwo anymore at level 50. I don't even. It used to be when you got to level 50, you get a Mewtwo, but I don't think they're doing that anymore because level 50 is now level 70, and level 80 they added some more stuff to it. Whoa, big bump. I don't think level 70 has a Mewtwo Dark anymore. I need more XLs? I don't think so. Somebody could research it, but I don't think level 70 anymore has it there. I'm pretty sure I'm stocked on XLs. Yeah, I've got enough to max out 2. I think I'm all right. Hey, Alaskan Wolf, here, let's take a look at the shinies, and I'll show you the fused ones. So this is not the shiny. It would help if I put shiny in here. So this is the black shiny. So yeah, those are the only 2 that I've fused the shinies. I've got 2 shinies that I've fused. This one is this is effectively a hundo, as most people say. Yep. I don't think at level 80, I didn't get a Mewtwo encounter at level 80. I didn't even get any special research when I got to 80. There's like, and you used to get that when you got to level 50, you got that special research, but they're not doing it anymore. I didn't get, as you see, there's no special research here, level 80 research. So I didn't get that. Yeah, level 50 you would get it in the past, but you don't get the Mewtwo anymore. Don't worry, if you don't have a Mewtwo, if you ask around, I'm sure somebody will trade it to you once you become very good friends with them. You got to become best friends with somebody in order to make sure that it's less dust. But you know, if I get all the time, I get new people who come up to me and ask me for them. So I've got a bunch. Not shiny to trade, and I'm happy to help out. Yeah, Dark made it by about a month. I've got a friend of mine who he literally made it the day before. Shiny. Nope, not a Yamper. Not what I wanted. Hey Waffles. Yes, I hang out on Ace's stream a lot. I'm also friends with Raj. Raj and I were hanging out a little while before, and when I dropped him off, we're back at his car. So, yep, the Hobbs made it 2 days before. Yep, he's another one. He's a friend of Pocket John's and myself. The Hobbs, there we go. I wish he'd work on his friendship a little more. He doesn't send gifts, but that's the Hobbio. He made it to level 50 like a day before. I was all trying to help him out and stuff like that. Thanks. Have a good night. I don't know what time it is for you, but it's definitely late for me. It's just a minute till midnight right now. So have a good night. Thank you for popping in. Do me one favor, and everyone who's listening, if we could give a double tap and like the stream, it helps us a lot. We're a growing channel. Dark and I have helped create Pogo Tips, and we're working on trying to grow it to be bigger and to help you guys out more and more with other stuff. Let's see, is there any last people I can interact with that I need to interactable? Let's just sort gifts to the top. Whoever is lucky enough and smart enough, nope, I just passed midnight. I made it just before midnight on that one. All right. So now the first thing we want to catch today, so your first catch of the day, you get triple dust, except for if you have a catch, I don't want that, except for your 7-day catch. And the way you can check your 7-day catch, if you look at the bottom here, you can see that I'm on day 2 of my weekly catches, and I'm in day 6 of my weekly spins. So no problem, BG. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. You too, Cookie. Really appreciate you guys popping in. So what I always try to do with those is to get something that is Stardust boosted. And so I do have a lot of them here in my stack. I can always grab one of these and do that. Is my stack full? I don't know why that doesn't have the dust in there. I usually put something like that on there. I got a car over here that wants to get by me, I'm sure. Are they going or not? Where am I? What park is this? So my first catch today, I'm looking for something that is that's Stardust boosted. I always try to do that, my first catch. Don't always get to it, but it's something I try to do. I don't want that. Oh, I know exactly where I am, guys. All right. Trying to find a place to stop so I can catch them in the chat. This looks like, actually, here's a good parking lot right here. Perfect. second here. I'm going to catch up with the chat now. So tomorrow you're getting a horse in game or in IRL. My daughter rides horses. She does the horseback riding where they dance. I'm blanking on what that's called right there. Yeah, if Dark posts his code, I mean, if you know, I manage it a little bit different than Dark does. I don't mind posting my code, so then because I know who to accept people or not. You see, I've got 7 people in here that I still haven't accepted their friend requests. I could delete them. So yes, dressage daughter, correct. What's up, Mr. Gates 3D? Gates 3D prints up 3D coins, among other things. So if you guys need any 3D stuff printed, let me know, and I can hook you up with Gates 3D. I'll just show you something. I literally have 2 of his coins sitting next to me, and so here I'll show you guys what he does. All right, this is his. Nope, that's me. Hi guys. So let's see. Let me get some light on there. Maybe it'll be better if I hold it. So these are the 3D coins that he prints up. And he prints up stuff here on the back. This is about the community day. And this one here is another community day coins. So he prints these up among other things. And a lot of people want to know what I look like. I don't mind showing my face on stream. I got my Pika shirt on. And if you guys are wondering, there's my little microphone that you guys can all hear me from. So hey guys, how are you? And we're gonna get back to the game. Vacuum my car, dude. Yeah, it needs to be vacuumed. It's not terrible. It's also winter time here. Cars up here get dirty very quickly. You don't have that problem, but salt gets on the ground. Gates can attest to that. When salt gets on the ground, tracks into the car, gets all over everything. Sand is coarse. Remember that, Dark. I have no idea what you put up with there. Yeah, because I've never been to Florida before. You're right. I lived there last month. Gates was literally texting me going, "Are you ever gonna come home, dude?" Yes, it gets everywhere. What's going on here? Are we done with this challenge yet? What do we have to do? We have to go 50 million kilometers. Nice. I'm 21st place. Yeah, that's legit. Somebody doing 116 kilometers already? That's crazy talk. All right, come on. Let's find a weather boosted Pokemon so I can catch something. Ooh, I love Lapras. I'm not going to catch Lapras, but I love Lapras. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the shiny luck. We got naked trees out here. You are missing your costume. I thought you were a Tadbulb, but you're not. '21 means I'm in 21st place. So if you look over here, there's a little number next to all these friends of mine right next to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the placement of people. So if you look at all my friends and you go to the very end of them, so I'm in 21st place, and you can keep going and get even further. So I don't know where it ends, but I've got 500 and something friends. So it wouldn't surprise me if it ends at the end there. So let's see, how many friends do I have? 548 friends. So that wouldn't surprise me there. Appreciate the shiny luck there, people. Appreciate it. What's the orange mean? You mean in that, in here? That's just the number at the bottom, is just how many kilometers that they've traveled. Salty lure, you could figure out how salty lure is so high. You're smart. Yeah, didn't Trainer Tips do something like that? He went biking around to try to get the miles and stuff. No raids here, so why am I trying to win 5 raids? Be shiny. Dark, I don't know if you heard, the only person I know so far that's gotten a shiny Tadbulb is Ace on stream, a wild shiny Tadbulb, full odds. That guy is so lucky. Can you make your own gyms of Pokemon Go? You can make your own locations of interest. They call it POI, points of interest. And if you make a POI, then it has a chance of becoming a gym. There's certain rules about when you can become a gym. It's pretty complicated, but yes, you can make your own stops. And the way that you do it is if you come here under your settings and you go to uploads, and then right here it says I can make a new Pokestop. And so I would have to take some pictures and add in some information, but that's where you do it. I don't think it's a tedious process, Ashton. It usually takes me about 5 minutes to do one. I've done a few, and I've done about 10 of them. It's just a matter of taking the time to do it. Yep, the whole S2 cell Mohunish. Thanks for popping in. Hey, there's a whole rule about that. It's the first time you make a stop in an S2 cell, which I'm not going to explain what that is, but it's an area. Well, explain enough that it says it's an area that where we're at. First time, the 5th point of interest you make in an S2 cell becomes a gym. And then the 10th one after that, 10 more you have to make, and then 15 more, and so on, where it's a whole thing. So I actually have a gym in my backyard, and I accidentally made a stop in my living room. I meant to make it at the street corner, but I put it in the wrong spot. It got approved, so I'm not going to complain. So I made a gym and a stop right near my house. And yeah. Not complaining about that. And again, some people are not being friends of mine in here. You're all banned. Bans are going to be coming in the times that the right as I catch a shiny, you guys are going to see the shiny, and then I'll ban everybody for not reminding you about this. Thank you very much, guys. Friends like you, who needs frenemies? .800 by 800 meter grid in Pokemon is an S2 cell. Then there's all sorts of different levels. So for a level 14, level 14 cell and an S2, you need to get, it's smaller. You can have one stop per S14 cell. Pokemon spawn in S21 cells. I can go on and on. I know too much about this. That's why I'm called Pogo Tips. I could go on and on and on. Caught anything today? Yeah, that's been hatched. That was not today. That was the 13th, correct. So I should just catch something in my stack here. I'm glad you approved of my Shinx checking. Yes, they're boosted. Shinx are 1 in 64, if I remember correctly. So anything that's boosted shiny odds, I always check those. For example, Shinx. Also, Onyx is another one. There's a bunch like that. So Mohanish, I don't know if you know this, but do you know why S2 cells were created and who created them? That's something that a lot of people don't know. You don't have to explain why. Just say yes, you know, or no, you don't. Either way, I'll tell everybody, why it happened. I'm just curious if you actually know why S2 cells, who created them, and why they're created, and what they actually do. So you don't have to write the whole thing out, though, unless you want to. Feel free to. All right, this is a shopping center right here that I like going to. And the lights are still on, so I'm not going to get in trouble for wandering around the parking lot. I want teeny rats, so you might not be teeny, but we'll check. You got a hundo today and it wasn't shiny. Okay. That's so okay. So it wasn't a shundo, but there's no harm in getting a hundo. I'm a hundo collector. I have lots of hundos, 4-star. So I have 802 hundos. I got this with Raj today on stream. And I got this yesterday. Well, actually today, so it's 2 days ago, I got those two on the stream. No, not on stream, but I got those two. Yep. So you are correct. So an S2 cell was created by Google as a way to flatten the Earth out. I don't want to catch this. That was dumb. I need to catch something else. I got to catch something now. I'm going to catch what's here. Let's do that. So Google wanted to make the Earth flat. They figured out how can we make the Earth flat in terms of calculating out stuff, and they figured 800 by 800 meters is essentially flat because you know how the Earth has a curve. But if you take the science and you try to make the whole science and the math behind it, an 800 by 800 meters is a flat area. And so what Google said is we're going to make something called an S2 cell. I don't know why they started with S2. That I don't know. Why it wasn't an S1. That's a whole other story. So an S2 cell, by theoretical math, the math theory, is flat. And so so Google flattened the Earth out by making S2 cells. And so if you actually search for S2 cell map, you can find some of them, and you'll see that Google created them. So that's what the whole purpose of it. And then Ingress / Niantic decided that they needed something like that to flatten things out, and so that's how they calculated those all out. Yeah, it could have been. I've never actually looked into that. Hang on, let's try something here.